I just want to take a minute and just talk about this question. What is hope? I mean, is hope just wishful thinking? Is hope an expression of the power of positive thinking, or is there a more biblical way to understand what hope is? So, when we think of the question of hope, it begs the question, what is the reason to hope? Without a reason to hope, hope is just flapping in the wind. It's what we encounter in culture when people say, oh, you don't give up hope. Just keep hoping that things will get better, that things will turn around, that it'll all work out. Um, but the truth is that line of thinking tends to not be grounded on anything, doesn't have any reason for believing that what you're hoping in will actually happen, and it's really puts you to shame a lot of times, because I know so many people put hope in that things will get better, and they don't. Um, so real hope, biblical hope, is always anchored in who God is. It's anchored in truth, anchored in His character and in His promises. And that saves us from hope is just being wishful thinking, like, man, I really wish things turn around, to, no, I know who God is. I know things will turn around because I know what He's promised. I know His word, and I know He works all things to good for those who love Him. So, I've heard hope explained once as it's the joy-filled expectation of good. And that is based on God's character, like I was saying. It's this anticipation that's really built on faith. You can have hope in proportion to your level of faith, to the degree to which you believe who God is, what His word says about Him, what His promises are, is the degree to which you can hope. You can put your hope in Him, to your expectation that those things that you see in the Bible, those things you know about God, will come to pass. And I've just seen so many times where I've been talking to people, maybe I prayed for somebody for healing, and God touched them and just brought miraculous healing. And they say things like, I always hoped that God would do something. And while it's a nice sentiment, on one hand, it also shows that, like, they didn't really know who God was. They just had this kind of hope of, like, man, I hope God's there, and if He's there, I hope He does something. Uh, and that's not based on any revelation of who God is. It's not based on Jesus. It's not based on the power of the Holy Spirit. It's just this, like, thinking positive thoughts about, wow, it'd be nice if God did something about this, and God in His mercy just meets them in that unanchored hope, collides in one moment, and gives them an opportunity to actually continue putting hope in Him, continue putting trust and faith in Him, and walk with Him in those moments, which is just amazing. But that's not a fun place to be, where you're not anchored in anything and you're just kind of sending hope out there, like, I just hope something works out. So I just want to encourage you. I know many of you are just going through really tough stuff, tough situations that you've been praying for a lot. I know that a lot of you are sick, have things going on in your body that you need healing for. And I know people who, everybody's got people that they know that they want to come to know the Lord, and so many other things, so many reasons to put our hope in God. So I just encourage you, anchor that in to who He is, to His promises, pray in that direction, set your hope on Him, and hope will not disappoint you.